Hi, Hollywood Recap here. Today I am going to explain you drama sports movie called Queen of Katwe. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care.
This is a historical movie, Bold Youth Chess. Phiona's hands-on experience. She grew up in Africa and live in the slums. She has to think every day. We'll have something to eat for tomorrow. Mom made her and her brother go street vendor. Every day it takes 1,000 shillings to go home, but 1,000 shilling. In exchange for Vietnamese money, only 50,000 Vietnamese dongs. Moreover, they had to dance on the street, show passers-by. But lately the younger brother is very lazy. Phiona immediately followed him to an old warehouse. Inside, brother is playing something white and black. There is also a man distributing free porridge. Phiona has never eaten porridge before. She did not hesitate to go to the front door. This man was very enthusiastic to welcome her. This is Phiona's first time eating porridge. It turns out, this man is a soccer coach. He spends his free time to teach kids to play chess. Because chess helps train their thinking, and at the same time honing their personalities. Then one day, they will be able to get out of this poverty, because to attract children, the trainer isn't just teaching chess, but also cook freely porridge for them. So on, a bowl of porridge, to bring Phiona to chess, more of her life. There are also changes. An excellent student in her class told her that chess is a very magical game. When the pawn reaches the end, suddenly will be crowned key. Short things. One day can also rise up like that. Upon hearing this, Phiona was completely attracted to chess. Furthermore, she seemed like a natural genius. 1 year later, Phiona had beaten the best in her class. Moreover, she used some tricks that the coach never taught her. He asked Phiona if he stole to read his book. Unexpectedly, Phiona was illiterate. The coach was very surprised. This girl is such a genius. He immediately went to his office to register for a chess competition, but the other side just heard a girl from the slums immediately refused, because they will bring bacteria and diseases, and the registration fee per person is 7 yuan. They want to make it difficult for this girl to give up, for letting the children believe chess will change their lives. The coach, with the risk of relapsing old wounds, but still join a soccer. In the end, they have enough money to register an old bus full of dreams. Take them to a famous university, but just went to school. The singing of these young people had to stop. This is a very spacious stadium. The uniforms made them scared. At dinner, they sat among the clean students, and feel a little out of place. That night, the coach came to their dorm. All beds are very clean and tidy. The children are probably too familiar with poverty, so dare not lie in bed. This is a chess match that has never been seen before, because its exception is have the kids in the slums get involved. This short-haired girl is Phiona, a brilliant player from the slums. She has to fight a guy with a very confusing appearance. At the start of the match, two people shake hands. This is the ritual in chess. But then, he wiped his hands on the tablecloth. Faced this provocation and contempt, Phiona didn't say anything, because she knows the new chessboard is her battle. You and I have already played half the match. The opponent suddenly attacked, but Phiona was not afraid. On the contrary, eating the opponent's two chessmen consecutively. As it turned out, she was just trying to create a slit. The first match, Phiona won. When she walked out of the match, she was skeptical. I win myself. So, they have been able to study in the city, or still have to be in the slums. The coach immediately told his wife to teach Phiona, because if you want to improve, you must read a book. But at this time, Phiona's brother was hit by a car. When taken to the hospital, there was no more anesthetic left. The doctor said, just have to sew the wound temporarily. But the surgery has not been completed yet. The mother brutally pulled out her brother's syringe and escaped from the hospital, because they don't inherently have enough money to do surgery. After going home, their home has been locked. The landlord threw their stuff out. So, that night, the mother and daughter had to roam the streets. Phiona doesn't know how long will this poverty last, and can chess change their lives? The next day, her beautiful eldest sister gave them some coins. She is following a rich man. Looked towards her sister. Phiona fell into deep thought on the chessboard. She is an invincible person, but at present, she must deal with this poor life. She had to bow to admit defeat. In the end will be like the other sister, using her youth in exchange for an easier life. So Phiona stopped going to chess lessons anymore. Know this news. Her coach asked her to play the same game, but just walked a few steps. Phiona was defeated. Feel like I've lost. She immediately let the king lie down. Seeing the girl in front of me has lost the original will, the coach immediately told her, everyone's life has many choices, and Phiona, but her now. Chess is the only way for her to change her life. Never let go of your general easily. Under the encouragement of the coach, Phiona returns to chess and then received gold medal after gold medal. That day, while they were fighting together, Phiona made a very simple mistake. The coach was very angry, but she just smiled and said nothing. After a while of exclusion, she has successfully turned defeat into victory. The coach felt very surprised. She can predict everything. After 8 steps, the coach knew he couldn't teach her anymore. Phiona has become an international master. Very soon, Phiona accepted an invitation to Sudan to participate in international championships. Phiona gets to sit on the plane for the first time, swimming for the first time eating French fries. Everything here is as beautiful as heaven, and they also meet the expectations. Won an international championship, enjoy a lot of glories. But when she has to go back to the slums, everything yesterday was like a dream. She doesn't want to sell corn anymore, also do not want to do housework. Every day complaining about this life, because of the losers, are all dressed in nice clothes, eat delicious food and practice chess using the computer, and he is the champion. Had to live in this poor slum. See her change. The coaching feels awkward because it is difficult for anyone to accept such a large difference. That day, Phiona thought, one of her opponents once said, just in the Olympic Games, she won more than half of the matches, will receive a huge reward. Because she wanted to be successful quickly, she did not pay attention to the coach's resistance and go to report by yourself. So on, at the 39th Olympic Games, she became the youngest player. Before the match, the coach always reminds her to be calm, but these words never entered her head, not out of anticipation. During the match, Phiona made frequent mistakes. She was defeated by several tricks. When she fails, her mentality is also down, and said that his fate cannot change. That day, her sister and mother had an argument. Turns out, the older sister was pregnant, and her brother-in-law had never met, fled. That night, Phiona ran to the coach's house. Soon, there will also be sons pursuing her. She doesn't want to be like her sister. Life is like a game of chess. Where will her safety be? The coach immediately told her, losing does not mean failure. To play to lose is to grow up. The world cannot be changed. If you can change only me, just start over. Nothing is late. 1 year later, Phiona represents Uganda, participates in the 40th Olympic Games of chess. Phiona calmly takes off her sandals, like a barefoot warrior, and didn't see her in the slightest fear. After a fierce battle, Phiona finally smiled. After removing the pawn, she won, and this 16-year-old girl became the hero of Uganda, has also become hope in the hearts of all poor children. Shortly thereafter, the publisher published an autobiography for Phiona. She used this manuscript fee to buy a new house for her mother. The person on the left side of the video is the real-life character. She is the first Ugandan, is a female chess player. Although she was born in poverty, but she turned upstream for her dream. With endless efforts, she rewrote her life with chess.
Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notification, and leave a like to help channel out. Thank you for watching.